Dear students, good morning to everybody. I am very happy to meet you through this video. Today we are going to learn the prose Idgah section 3. Before that, just recall the last classes. On the eighth day, even nature, the sun, the sky, and the trees were bright and gay. The village is awake early and filled with excitement to go to Idgah. The boys collected the coins they had saved to buy sweets and toys. 4-year-old poor Hamid lived with his grandma after his parents died. But Hamid believed that they will come back with lots of gifts and then he would be richer than his friends. On the day of Eid, Amina was sad as she did not have even a handful of grains, and for little Hamid had go to Idgah alone. Hamid went running with the other boys, ahead of the elders, crossing big houses, fruit trees, and sweet shops. Crowds of people went to Idgah in their vehicles, grandly dressed. The village children were excited to see everything in the town. After the prayers, the huge number of worshippers embraced each other and visited the sweets and toy shops. Children played merry-go-round, playing 1 paise for 25 rounds. Hamid's friends bought different toys for 2 paise each. Then they released the sweets. Hamid had only 3 paise, so he did not go on the merry-go-round, buy toys or eat sweets as it were expensive for him. Now let us see the story section 3. Next to the sweet shops, there were a few hardware stores and jewelry shops. The boys were not interested in anything there, so they walked ahead except Hamid. See this paragraph. Let's see the meaning. The hardware shop and the jewelry shop is located next to the sweet shop. Hardware means a shop selling tools and other items used in home life. The boys have no interest in the shop because they have nothing to buy in the shop. So they all went ahead, but Hamid didn't go. It occurred to Hamid that his granny did not have a pair of tongs. Each time she cooked chapatis, the iron pan burnt her hands. If he bought her a pair of tongs, she would be very pleased. She would never again burn her fingers. It would be a really useful thing to have in the house. So Hamid stopped to look at the pile of tongs at the hardware shop and asked the shopkeeper, "How much for this pair of tongs?" The shopkeeper looked at him and replied, "It's not for you." "Is it for sale or not?" "Why should it not be for sale? It will cost you 6 paise." Hamid's heart sank. "Tell me the correct price," he said. "All right, it will be 5 paise. Take it or leave it." See the paragraph. It occurred to Hamid that his granny did not have a pair of tongs. Each time she cooked chapatis, the iron pan burnt her hands. If he bought her a pair of tongs, she would be very pleased. She would never again burn her fingers. It would be a really useful thing to have in the house. Hamid saw the hardware shop. He remembering how his grandmother burns her fingers while cooking chapatis. "If I bought tongs, my granny is very happy. Hereafter she didn't burn her hands. It is very useful thing for granny." So Hamid stopped to look at the pile of tongs at the hardware shop and asked the shopkeeper how much for the pair of tongs. The shopkeeper looked at him and replied, "It is not for you." So Hamid stopped there and looked at the pile of tongs. Pile means to heap in abundance. Hamid asked to the shopkeeper, "What is the price of tongs?" The shopkeeper replied, "It is not for you." Or you know why he said that? Anybody? Because Hamid dressed poorly. Hamid questioned again, "Is it for sale or not?" The shopkeeper answered, "Why should it not be for sale? It will cost 6 paisa." Hamid heart sank. Sank means பதைக்கிறதுன்னு சொல்லுவோம்ல. ஸோ நொறுங்கி போயிடுச்சு அவனோட ஹார்ட். Then finally the shopkeeper fixed the tongs amount is 5 paise. "If you have money, take it, or not, you leave it," said shopkeeper. Hamid said, "Will you give it to me for 3?" Then he walked away, afraid the shopkeeper would scream at him. But the shopkeeper did not scream. On the contrary, he called Hamid back and gave him the pair of tongs. Hamid carried it on his shoulder as if it were a gun to show it to his friends. Mohsin laughed and said, "Are you crazy? What will you do with the tongs?" Hamid flung the tongs on the ground and replied, "Try and throw your water carrier on the ground. It will break." Mahmud said, "Are the tongs some kind of toy?" "Why not?" replied Hamid. "Place them across your shoulders and it is a gun. Carry them in your hands and it is like a musical instrument carried by singing monks. My tongs are like a tiger among toys." Hamid carried the tongs proudly like a gun. Hamid said to the shopkeeper, "Will you give me 3 paisas?" Then he went away that the shopkeeper will get angry. But he did not do that. He handed the tongs to him. Hamid carried the tongs proudly like a gun. His friends Mohsin and Mahmud made fun of him for buying the tongs. Suddenly, Hamid flung the tongs on the ground. Flung means throw. Hamid replied to Mohsin, "If you throw the water carrier, it will break." Hamid proved his tongs were stronger than their toys. He used it as a gun and a musical instrument, making his friend believe that it is a tiger among toys. Hamid retorts with several clever arguments. Sami, who had bought a small tambourine, asked, "Will you exchange them for my tambourine? It is worth 8 paisas." But Hamid would not. The pair of tongs won everyone over to its side. By 11, the village was again filled with excitement. All those who had gone to the fair were back at home. Hamid too returned home. As soon as she heard his voice, Granny Amina ran out of the house, picked him up and kissed him. Suddenly, she noticed the tongs in his hand. "Where did you find these tongs?" "I bought them." "How much did you pay for them?" 3 paisas. "You are a stupid child. It is almost noon and you haven't had anything to eat or drink. Couldn't you find anything better in the fair than this pair of iron tongs?" Let's see the meaning. So his friend Sami wanted to exchange it for his 8 paise worth tambourine. Tambourine means kanjiramnu சொல்வாங்க இல்லையா. See the picture. Kanjira. It's a type of musical instrument. Yes. But Hamid did not give his tongs. The villagers returned home by 11. Amina welcomed home Hamid. She picked him and kissed him. Hamid gave the tongs to his grandmother. At first, she scolded him for buying the tongs. She was upset that he had got the tongs without eating or drinking anything until then. Hamid replied in an injured tone, "You burn your fingers on the iron pan, so I bought them." Granny was deeply moved by Hamid's selflessness. She started crying. For the wretched woman, the pair of tongs was as precious as sacks of silver. Wretched means unhappy. Precious means valuable. See the meaning. But when Hamina understood that Hamid had got the tongs to save her fingers, she burst into tears at this and blesses him for his kindness. She was moved and how the tongs seemed to be precious for her, as precious as sacks of silvers. Story by Munshi Premchand, translated and adapted by Uma Raman. Moral of the story is, Hamid did not think about his needs. Instead, he wished that his grandmother did not burn her fingers while cooking chapatis. So he bought a pair of tongs for his grandmother. Thank you, students.